So when I met Robert in February, I was actually, just like LeAnn, a little skeptical. So I didn't dive fully into it, but I started using it. It has an amazing affiliate program. I was looking for another stream of income because, quite honestly, you need 8 to 12 of them. And especially in this pandemic, maybe you've lost a stream of income. Maybe you've known other people who've lost streams of income and they're really hurting right now. So I was like, sure, I'll take a look at it. Played with it, got it for free right away. Not only that, started making money right away within the first 60 days. Within the first month, I got it for free. The first 60 days, I was net profit. And then I saw the leads coming in every day. For me, it's been anywhere from 2 to 12, depending on what I'm using the system for, depending on how I'm marketing it. The other thing that I love about it personally is the landing pages. If you don't have a landing page, or websites are, can be really expensive, but you have a landing page, it's an easier way to get your name out there, look super professional. So I fell in love with the landing pages and the CRM functionality, bringing in 2 to 10 leads into my funnel every day, helping me create easy lead magnets, because most companies, or like ClickFunnels, if you've heard ClickFunnels or Infusionsoft, for example, $300 a month minimum. And so when I saw this as a tool to help people save time and money and possibly make money, I was like, I'm all in. And so I'm going to turn over to Robert to do the real presentation, but I just wanted to give it some really good backing right from the get-go, because as you've heard from LeAnn, as you heard from me, we were skeptical, and now it's helping us and helping other people that we care about. So Robert's amazing. He's our guru. He's our expert. He's been in business for a really long time. I don't want to age you, Robert, so I'll let you share that if you want. But he also has multiple businesses. So he showed me how I could take this one tool and market my 3 businesses that I have without feeling schizophrenic about it. So Robert, take it away. Thank you so much for taking time today and being here for us.
Thank you, Lois. Appreciate you and also LeAnn for hosting. And I'm honored to be here. My background is I worked corporate world for years. Was actually worked for Texaco for a number of years. I helped create a credit card there, and that division was bought out by U.S. Bank up in Minnesota area. So then I started work for them for another 12 years. And so I retired, but I didn't want to just stop and do nothing. So I started an electricity business and started building that. So about 7 years ago, I started trying to study digital marketing and how to really grow a business. And so,
what's that? Since I've had the rest of it right before I got here.
So anyway, when I was first starting, it was a new experience for me on the digital marketing side. So I started looking at it and working on that. And then about a year ago, just a little more than a year ago, someone introduced the platform that I'm going to show you today. And so this platform is for small business owners. And if you'll allow me, I'm going to share my screen and then walk through with you. And at the end, I'm open for questions. And I'll be happy to explain any part of it or answer any part of it. So the name of this company is called Now.Site, and it actually began about in 2017 and was when the company started. It's owned by a gentleman, the founder. It's up in Toronto, Canada, and there's kind of a neat story about the founder. When he was in high school in Canada, the Washington Post wrote an article about him as being the smartest student in all of Canada. He went to Harvard, he went to Oxford, he got involved and helped build some medical software. They sold that company off. He took his share and rolled it into this company. And so he has a heart for small business owners. And so he created this so that it would help them. But it's really anyone that's looking for contacts that will turn into customers. So as small business owners, we're out there doing sales every day. That's what we're trying to do. But what the companies do is sales and marketing. And so we don't want only sales today, but we want them tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. And I heard there's good news and bad news in this. The bad news is today, there's only just a small group of people that want to buy your product or service. But tomorrow, this could be a huge group of people. So, and when people are ready, what you want to do is be in front of them. So digital marketing has really leveled the playing field. And so we can market like the larger companies. So this is the first all-in-one digital marketing platform, and it's powered by artificial intelligence. And it's going to allow us to market like the large companies. So all these symbols that you see on here are functionality that's in this one platform. And so what I'm going to do is walk through so you can really understand what the total platform is about. So the first one is retargeting ads. And this is where you're remarketing to people that have visited your website. And the way it works is when a prospect comes into your site, they leave your site and go to another site, Google will actually track them. And it doesn't matter where they go, they will start seeing your retargeting ads. And the goal is to bring them back to your site. And it's a very powerful functionality. It's also been reserved for larger companies. And about 4 months ago, Google gave Now.Site the exception and will allow them to use it for any of the websites that are inside the royalty or the Now.Site platform. If I say royalty, it's because they just rebranded. And so I'm going to maybe make an occasional error, but you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from. So we have social and content marketing, and this is where you have your own social media sites, and you've connected. It could be like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, you know, some of the, whatever the other ones are that you're using to connect with people. And so I have an example of, have you ever seen a realtor put a house for sale on Facebook and they tell you about it and they're just hoping that you'll go in there and send them a private message that you'd like to see that house. And so here, if you bring that same image inside of the Now.Site platform, then you can make it clickable. And what that means is if somebody clicks on it and then just instead of getting larger, it actually can go to your website all about that house and you as a realtor. So it works that way on any image that we can bring in here and create social posts. So we have what we call ad pins, and we call this optional. It's a little bit different. It costs a little bit of extra money, and we use proximity marketing. And if a number of people will go out and they'll establish an account with Facebook and do advertising on Facebook, or they might also add LinkedIn or Twitter or one of the other ones. And what this is different, it actually uses proximity marketing, and it's advertising to individuals in an area, no matter what website they're on. And so we create it by filling in the blanks. So we make a large headline, a short headline. We create the ad text. We put in there a larger picture, a smaller picture. If it goes to someplace like Twitter, then they won't take as much information. So we build the ad in pieces. And once we do this is a realtor up in the Dallas area, and he's using this platform, and he decides where does he want to advertise. And he drops a pin on the map. He puts an address or maybe a zip code and puts a pin on the map, and they create a circle. Then what he does is decide, how big an area do I want to advertise in? He can make it very tight. He can go down to a half-mile radius, or he could go up to 500 miles, which would be 1,000 miles across. We're actually finding better results in that 5 miles across to maybe about 20 miles across. But you may have, like on one of my ads, I have an electricity business and I'll drop it right over an apartment complex and I make it a half-mile radius, and so just literally wrap the ad around my targeted market. So we have advanced ad targeting. If you're a realtor selling a $500,000 home, you really don't want 18-year-olds seeing your ad. What you would maybe do is limit that to 35 years and older. If you were selling cosmetics, you do not want the male to see it because 90% of your transactions are coming from females. We also have keywords or interest words. This can be 1, 2, or 3 word combinations, and you can have 10 of those. And this is where somebody will do a query that's in your area, and then Google will start tracking them because they know that you're interested in the keywords that is on your product. So then we start broadcasting, and so it literally will appear on any social media or general app on the device in your area. So if you're on the internet, they know where you're at, they know your age group, they literally know what your interests are, and it makes it real targeted for your business, especially small business owners. A lot of them are trying to do it in a general area, and so this works very, very well for them. This is just a few of the sites where you would see the ad, but like I say, it'll go to thousands and thousands of different sites. Today, Now.Site is buying 100 million ads per month, and then they resell them to us at a discount. So here's a young lady, she sees this ad, and she's getting married in 6 months. She's not going to buy a house today, but she's interested. And she reaches down and clicks on that, and it goes to a full colored website. Here you can bring in pictures. David Poole gives information about himself, but also what he does is he adds a video to the website, and it shows maybe some of the inside of the house and says, look, if you'd like to see this house, just give us your name, your information, your phone, your email. We'll contact you and set up an appointment with you to show you this home. And so when they enter that information, then we capture that information in our CRM system. You can actually redirect it at this point and actually open up another website, maybe a website that's showing where you worked, if where they have that house listed. So, but what you're interested in is capturing the content, the contact information for individuals that are interested in your product and service. So then it goes into the CRM database. And when it comes here, what we actually do is take that email address they give us, and we go out and search the internet. And literally we'll pull back pictures. Many times we'll pull back LinkedIn accounts, Facebook account, other accounts. And it literally gives us a huge amount of information about our prospect. We can track calls, emails, texts. We can also keep notes on them. We can schedule follow-up with this. And on that email, when we do the search, we get a hit on about 40% of the cases is what we're doing to bring in additional information. We also have this on your phone. If you use this on your phone and you click on call, it'll dial that prospect. If you want to do a text, you click on text and you can actually send that text. As soon as this contact comes in to this CRM system, it's attached to an email campaign. And like for the realtor, the first email that he sends out is thank you for connecting, and here's a link. It'll show you my schedule. Go in and select a time that's convenient for you, and you'll be able, I'll show you the house that you would like to see. So the realtor has not even talked to the person, but already he's in contact with them to try to get an appointment set up for that individual. We then build a whole email campaign. It's all about winning a customer, but really what it is about is building a relationship and winning trust. And that's about, I know a number of us here on BNI members, literally it's the giver's gain. It's bring value, bring value, bring value. Then it's buy from me. So many people out there, it's all about buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. And people get tired of that really quick. So being able to bring a lot of value to your prospect is the way to build that relationship. So we have the retargeting ads, we have the social media posts, we have the ad pins. It's driving it into our landing pages or our websites. We offer them something of value there, and they will give us their information. And as soon as that information hits into our CRM, our follow-up starts with the first email being sent. And so what I would say to you, and this is for any business, your growth and success is just building a huge database of people who are interested in your product and service, and then doing the follow-up and bringing value to them and converting those prospects into actual sales. I want it, everything's measured by Google Analytics, so you can see what your ads are doing, you can see what your social posts are doing, and it can produce results. If one ad's working, another one's not, change the ad or change the post. You'll find some posts work better than others. And what surprises me is what I think is great and good may not work very well. And what I'm not sure will work at all produces a lot of results. It's really surprising sometimes. I'll give you an example. Put one ad out, and what I did was had this nice looking family and talked about saving money for them. And I was getting contacts, but it wasn't as much as I wanted. So I put another ad out in the exact same area. On this one, I found a picture that cut off the guy's head, but it was a great big guy. He didn't have a shirt on and he's sweating profusely. And I put on there, is this the way you feel when you open your electricity bill? Instantly, the clicks went up 3 to 4 times. I mean, just instantly, it was something people would click on to see what it was all about. I want to talk about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence came in November of last year. And what Now.Site said is they said, look, we have millions and millions of records, and we know what works and what doesn't work. And so we're going to use artificial intelligence to create your website, create your social post, create your blog, create your email news feed. And they do this all for us now. And so when I first started, I had to create all that. It was a very easy system. I've actually created 40-some websites inside of my system, and I'm using it for 3 different businesses. And so you can have as many websites as you want. There's no extra costs on that. So a lot of people, they've been doing online marketing. It's been out there for a number of years. And there's a lot of great software and programs out there you can use. I've listed some of the better ones here. Like for social media, Hootsuite's really good, but they don't give you material or content. Blogger's good for blogs. There's a lot of places you can get emails. There's a number of places that you can build your own website, or you can pay people to build it. I actually, in the past, I paid over $4,000 just to build a website. It looked great. Also, the SEO, retargeting, the analytics, all handled by Google. And Salesforce is probably the biggest, best CRM system that's out there. But it's expensive. It's also pretty complicated. But if you did this plus added a few ads to it, literally your cost would be $500 up. I'm actually working with a restaurant owner. He has 3 restaurants. He's paying over $1,000 a month doing digital marketing for each of the restaurants. And he's committed to converting one of those to our system. And here's why. We have what we call 3-click marketing. Every day, based on your business or businesses, you get social posts every day. And it says, do you want to send this generic article and or video that's about your industry and sub-industry and your keywords? Would you like us to post that to your Facebook business page, your LinkedIn, your Twitter? And we just say yes, and we can do that. And then it says, would you like us to take this same article and put it in as a blog or a video as a blog? We say yes, and they attach those blogs to your website. You see, it really, really helps you have a blog connected to your website just to build SEO. Then it says, would you like to email this generic article and or video as a news feed to your followers for that business? And you say yes. And so you have your social media, blog, email, and it's very simple and very quick. And you can do it quickly in the morning as you're getting your coffee. And so then we have all the other stuff, websites, SEO, retargeting, analytics, CRM, and we're providing lead generations that's powered by AI. All of these programs work together, and they're all integrated, and they work very, very well. All of this is for $87 a month. And so there's no contracts. On this, they say we're bringing you so much value that there's no reason to leave, and it works very well. So under the $87 package, you get 3 AI campaigns, meaning you could run 3 different businesses on the one platform. You get unlimited websites, 10,000 marketing emails a month, unlimited social media marketing, SEO, you get file sharing, analytics, you get 1 retargeting ad, and then that's for 1 website, and they will track 250 visitors, but it's not exactly. I've got one that I just saw that it was tracking 360 visitors to one of the websites. If you look at the bottom, that's where it talks about ad pins, and you get 10,000 impressions for $50 a month, and you can turn it off and on. You also get 1 ad pin with that, but if you want to, you can split it and put it into 2 ad pins at 5,000 each. So you may have, if you're doing like business to business, you may want to drop those ads right over different areas where there is a large number of businesses in the area that you live. And so when I started with the $87 package, but now I use the larger package. And it's the very same thing, it's just more. And I actually have 10 ads out there at 5,000 each. And I'm actually dropping them in the Dallas area, and I have them over the Houston area. So that's where I'm advertising my businesses. So this is the first all-in-one digital marketing platform, and it's powered by artificial intelligence, and there's excellent support. Now, y'all know, or many of you know Lois. She's a very busy woman. But what I will say to you is that I will help you get up and running, and I will help you understand how to make this platform work for you. But what I'll also tell you is that royalty will also do the very same thing. They will get on a Zoom support with you and walk through each and every part of this platform. So today you might be a hunter, but what you really want to become is a marketing machine. And you want to literally harvest from your database of prospects. So there is an affiliate program attached to it. Many people just use this to advertise. They're not interested in any of the affiliate part. That's okay. But you can get your platform for free. You can all cover the cost of your platform, but if you're interested, you can literally continue to refer people to the platform and make substantial income. And so this is the affiliate program. Basically, on the people you bring in and the people they bring in, it's about 30% across the board. It'll run up to 40, but I tell everybody it's about 30%. And so if you brought in 3 companies that need a internet presence and looking for a digital marketing platform, then you would literally get your 87 free every month. And so if you continue to refer, then you make money. As this business grows, you can make up to 5% from levels 3 through 8. And so this is just some examples. If you got started and you referred 3 people, and they're pay their subscription every month, then yours is free every month from that point on. But what I recommend is go ahead and get 5 people under you in case one leaves. You never have to worry if you're going to get your platform for free. I teach them to go get 5, but guess what? When they get their 5, Now.Site will send you $1,000 per month. So it's 5 helping 5. And if you are interested in making money, you had 5, just go get 5 more. And now you're up to 10. And if we help them each get 5, that's $2,000 a month. You just doubled your money. And I have one more. Go get 10 more. Help them get 5. Now you're up to $4,000 a month. I have been promoting this platform right at 7 months now. And I have 37 people directly under me. I have over 400, right around 450 people underneath me. And so it's turned out well financially for me. And it's just, so it became another stream of income. And I would say that not everybody will get in this. Not everybody will do it, but I will tell you, everybody that looks at it, there is a lot of interest because it's so much value for what is being offered. And so if you had somebody join this and you're not here, I always tell people, just get back with the person who invited you. Because if you invited them and they decide to do this, they need to be under you. And we're here as a team to make that happen for you. So I'll open it up to questions or maybe even comments. If I know there's some people on here that's using this platform, and so if you have questions or comments, would love to hear it.
Robert, I just want you to explain more, because we do have, and this doesn't apply to everyone, but we do have people on here who are in network marketing. We do have people who are here who have team members, whether they're sales team members, employees, assistants, associates, etc. Tell them about the team aspect of this and how that can change their life and make duplication so much easier.
So the team concept is a new functionality that they just rolled out. And what you can do is, let's say that you're in a network marketing group or an affiliate group. So say royalty people are an affiliate group. So I can literally bring those people that are down under me that are promoting royalty and bring them under a team. I can put all kinds of documentation there that they can pull down. And what we're working on right now is creating landing pages for them, creating social posts for them, creating email campaigns for them and put them under the team concept. So if you have somebody, if you're working in, network marketing, affiliate type business, you literally can have leaders create everything. And then when a new person comes in and they join Royalty also, they can literally pull all of that information down into their site and be up and running in a day or two and have everything. And it's just, to me, it's going to be amazing. They also will allow you to email them as a group. And then you can also, they're going to add text messages to it where you'll be able to add blast out a text, maybe saying, here's something important right now, or here's a price change, or here's a bonus, or here's something that's happening. I think it's going to be very powerful. But what this CRM system does, a lot of times other people have systems, but it doesn't brand you. And so a lot of people are putting, especially like in real estate and insurance, they put all their contacts in a company system. And then if they ever leave and go to work for another real estate agency, they've lost all of their contacts if they're not, drawing them down and putting them in a file someplace. And so this gives them the ability to have a system where they're branding themselves, also pulled together as a team. And then you can also have your contacts. And it's almost like they can take your job away from you, but if you got a huge number of contacts, you're in business the next day doing something else. So you've got contacts that you've been building relationships with.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in here quickly. There's so many things. I mean, I've seen this presentation now a couple of times, and I saw somebody asked if we can get a copy of this. We're planning, to continue to offer these presentations so that you can bring people in. For a lot of people, they don't want to do presentations. Some of us love doing presentations, but every time I hear you speak, Robert, I hear something new, or I hear you say something that I'm like, yeah, I just discovered that. And I just want to reiterate, the support is incredible. The upcoming upgrades are within days or weeks of happening. And this product is already so good. It'll say, is this, oh yeah, we're going to have that by the end of the month. So there's so much more that's coming into this right now. It's just getting better and stronger. Literally, it seems by the hour. So I'm really just so excited to be here. Thanks so much for taking your time. Anybody else who's heard this presentation, I'd love to hear, what did you hear today that you missed the first couple of times? And anybody that's new here, of course, we welcome you to ask any questions as well. You can come off of mute if you want to say something.
Hi, this is Summer. I do have a question. And Robert, I just met you briefly yesterday while we went through the presentation. Great job again. So I was wondering, because we kind of ran short of time, can you explain, because I have a marketing firm and there may be a couple others where you may be signing people up for it, but you are really the one managing their royalty or their Now.Site. And how does that work? Because most of the time it seems like CRMs and things like this are set up with specific emails, and that's kind of the username. Could you expand on that a little more? Does that make sense?
So everything, when you put this in here, you generally will use the client's email so if they reply back, it'll actually go to the client. But even that, you could actually do it for them if they want to pay you for those services. So there's a number of people that are in digital marketing and marketing that are actually using this platform to help other people. And so there's also what you might be called like virtual assistants, where they will actually do the post for you, you just pay somebody else to do it. But if people don't have the money to do that, then it allows them to do themselves. But literally you can put in there, you're creating like URLs, and you would create them close to what their URLs is today, like for a .com, but it would be .now.site. So everything is hosted inside the system. And then you can also connect those people's Facebook account, LinkedIn account, or business pages, Twitter account. They're working on Instagram right now to bring that in. And so you can connect theirs to it. So as you do posts for them, you know, it's going out to their account. And generally, I think the way most of them are doing it, they become an administrator, have administrative rights on their social media accounts, so it allows you to post to it. And then, but I think we can do things that most people don't think about. Like when I post on LinkedIn, I kind of like LinkedIn the best, and I bring in hashtags on that. And literally on one post, you can put 15 hashtags. And literally what that does is it goes to groups of people. And I have a list of the top, it's about, I don't know, like almost 3.5 pages of hashtags. And like the very biggest hashtag on LinkedIn is India. And there are like 64 million people or followers of that. And hashtags like digital marketing is like 25 million followers. You can almost, it's like if you posted every hour, no one person would ever see your post, because their post rolls so quickly, you're hitting huge ones. Now, a lot of times what I do, I've heard both sides use the great big hashtags or use smaller groups. And so I'll do like, I'll put in like branding, and there's about 18 million followers to the word hashtag branding. But then I'll put in there like, I just go in there and say hashtag BR, and it'll bring me up a whole list of the words branding 101, branding strategy, branding design, branding. It just, you can just do one right after the other one. Some have 100 followers, some have 1,000, some have 10,000, hundreds of thousands, but some of these have millions of followers. And so I just create a list and go bam, 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 and then pop it out. And then if I'm promoting something, I can take and create like a image and bring it in, put verbiage on it, and then I can post it and take it to an event page. Like in BNI, I did a visitors day, and I put it out there 10 days before. I just put posts out there 10 days before. I had 92 people click on that site, and I had 4 visitors committed to coming to a visitors day. 3 of them showed up. And so it's very, it's like we've got something that's very powerful. And so like right now, I'm following in LinkedIn over 1,000 hashtags. So you can't put all 1,000 on it, and you don't want to keep posting to yours, but you can just literally go up in search and put hashtag branding or whatever it is, and it comes up just like a site you can post on. So you're not even posting on your own personal site, you're posting there. And so I have a list of these. I'll bring up a big one, then I just start hitting them. I'll put the links on there, copy them in, and the verbiage I want. And then I just put all these hashtags on it, so I can do one right after the other one, and it just explodes. Some days or many days, I'll get like, if I do that, I might get 10, 15 contacts in a day. So it's really amazing what this program is doing. And the truth is, I did a lot of it just by sheer effort and trying to figure it out. And so what I think is, as everybody here, we're all kind of working as a team. If we share with each other and help with each other what we found, then I mean, the market is just so huge. We'll never take a customer from each other. It's almost like if we help each other, we'll all make money. And I think that's what we ought to be about.
That is well said, Robert.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
And I saw a question as to whether or not we can import our contacts. Yes, absolutely. And it's just a button. You click on it, you upload your list, and off you go and running. And there's another question, Robert. The lowest priced option, the $87, includes 3 marketing campaigns that you run with AI. That's not to say you can have unlimited landing pages, but 3 of them can have AI running on them. But she's asking, can you swap out which ones are running on AI?
Yeah, because you may create something and then decide, have a better idea, and you can just turn it off on one and put it on something else and be off and running. And that's part of the reason I moved up to the larger platform. I now have 10 AIs. So some people might have one business, but maybe they sell 3 or 4 different products in that business. Maybe like weight control might be one, but other supplements might be another one. You know, so you might focus a whole landing page on just one part of your business. And so so then your keywords might be totally different from then the other part of the business where maybe you're just talking about supplements in general as compared to weight loss, you know. So it just gives you a huge amount of flexibility.
Gentlemen, we will begin.
I want to add something. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm about to board my plane, but can I share with you guys one really cool testimonial? And I don't know if this will apply to everybody here, but I did do a webinar today, and it was sales training, but I think you could apply it to anything, kind of as a bonus gift. I offered up as part of the package. So like if you're thinking about being a virtual assistant, like Kathy Barrow is now a VA who also sells royalty. She includes that in her packages. So I am a sales trainer who happens to offer up this amazing CRM as part of the package deal. I gave them 1 free month. They were paying me obviously a lot more, but I said the first 3 people who sign up will get that first month for free. And we had over 4 signups immediately, and almost all of them, I'd say at least 3 out of the 4, did it because they wanted the CRM. I'm like, holy crap, that's a value add right there. And I'm sure there's other ways I could do it better, but if you have a business and you want to offer an incentive and you can somehow wrap this in, like you, Summer, also could do that, it makes you even more valuable because everyone loves added value. And so you can totally
Ladies and
leverage it for
gentlemen,
that.
for those of you.
Oops, I think we lost her for a moment there with the background noise. So yeah, those are great ideas too. The value add. I mean, I'm breaking the system up into landing. I have a landing page for the whole system. I have a landing page for the CRM. Different businesses and interests that I have. I'm creating landing pages for those. So I'm really excited. This is just an incredible program. I see another question in here about the opt-in forms. How customizable are they? Super customizable, like so easy. You can add on as many fields or just keep it to just 2 fields, name and email, and you can make the name optional. So it's pretty cool.
So maybe since there's a number of BNI, we do some different regional BNI meetings in the area. And when I go to them, I created a landing page. All it says is BNI event. And it's where they enter their information. So it says name, email, phone, name of company. And they say, man, can I have your business card? And I just hand them my phone and say, enter it. You'll get an email from me with all my information on it. And many times before they walk away from me, they are getting an email on their phone. And some of them are coming back to me saying, how did you do that? Because, instantly, think about at a conference where you have a booth or a table and they come up and you have them enter the information. And before they're even out of you know, out of sight, they're getting an email from you.
There was another question if we could share a kind of a back office view. Robert, are you okay if I go ahead and share some of what I've been
Sure.
doing the last few days?
Yeah, that's what I did. I did that. I've done that in almost every presentation because you should see it. There is no free offer like MailChimp and HubSpot, but you guys, I'll tell you, that's how they get you. And a lot of those free systems, I'm just going to say it,
Bryce
they're worthless.
Johnson,
You end up regretting it after a
Joseph
while. And
Booth, please check in.
they're not as effective as this.
Right, so here it is. This is the one part of the back office. These are just the simple websites that I've created already. It took almost no time. It's so easy. You click on add new, you enter in a little bit of information, and they actually produced, you know, they put the photos in for me. They made suggestions as to what would go in there. I typed a little bit of information in here. If I want to add something, I just go in here, click and drag, drop and drag, add it in, pull it out, move it around, anything you want to do. Here you go. Here we can change up the form. That was one of the questions. You can add additional fields right here. You can change the font color, the backgrounds. It's very customizable. Some people like a really big picture at the top. Let's say I don't. I can click on here, click on style, spacing, or say I really, let's say I want to bring it down to 50. Instantly it got shorter at the top. Down here, 100, it got shorter at the bottom. Now it's just this little tiny photo as compared to what I had before. Everybody's gonna have a different style, but it's really, really simple to change. I'm going to—
Quick question. Maybe you had said this already. What is the URL that ends up popping up with this when people click on it again?
Sure. So I don't want to save this particularly because I like the settings I had. So not save, but that is also part of it right here. So that one, the CRM I chose and picked, recommended -CRM, and then it says .now.site. For Joyminder Travel, my travel site, I picked, oh, no, I can't see it, of course, but I think it's Joyminder Travel .now.site. So in my own website, here, I'll show you this quickly.
And Summer, I shared with you guys increased sales results. I bought that domain and forwarded it to my landing page because I like having just clean domains. So you can always do that too.
So
okay, you can. Okay, so if I just want to set that up to auto forward to a website, I can do that. Right.
And so to show you, Lois, I just pulled that one up. So here it is. Now it says increase sales results.now.site. But I think what she was saying is you could just forward this to increasesalesresults.com. So
Okay.
So increased sales results is forwarded to this. So that's why when you typed it in, it obviously changed over.
Yeah.
Because I don't have it masked. You can have it masked.
Yeah. And
You
then
can. Okay. Nope, that's what I was wondering. No, thank you.
so in here, let me just show you another way I've used this. This is my website, which I had built in GoDaddy. And I have a whole bunch of information in here. I added customer relationship management right here. And when people click on find out more, they go to the CRM site that I just showed you. So here they go.
Okay.
And now I'm able to collect their information and actually know before I send them. So I'm bringing this in. Quite frankly, I may get rid of my GoDaddy site and just move it all over here. One of the upgrades that they're talking about is that I'll be able to have multiple pages on one of these websites. Right now, they're more landing pages. I'll show you the blog while I'm here too. The blog that is automatically created, it goes right down here. So these are a couple of posts that I posted to the blog, and here it is right in here. When people have seen these in my Facebook or my LinkedIn, they've been asked to opt in to see the videos that these are, and people have been doing it. I'm not going to go in and show you my contacts because I just don't want to. But you know how that goes. But you know, they are in there, and like I said, I signed up on Thursday. I woke up the next day, I already had people in my contacts that I have no clue who they are. I've never met them. And now I'm able to set up email campaigns with them. So if we go here, again, I'm gonna not save. But I have all these email campaigns set up. And right now, all of them have one. I've got a couple things else on my plate, but I'm so excited about this. But I can set up, you know, they get the initial email, hey, welcome, I'd love to know more about your business. Here's where you can learn more about me. Couple, you know, a day later. Lois Kofi often talks about the 8x8 campaign. It's done here. You know, the initial contact, 24 hours later, 48 hours later, 72 hours later, a week later, a month later, you know, that constant reminder of, hey, we met, I'd love to know more about you. Can you come in? Can I invite you? And then you can just do like a invitation to a presentation like this. One of my landing pages is specific to this.
So click on,
Social marketing.
like on one that you just created, you can click on 3 dots and it'll actually allow you to share it with anyone else that are in royalty that's connected to you. So just
Okay.
take your copy and click on the 3 dots that are where, yeah, so you can share template. You click on that and you type their email in that they use inside of the Now.Site platform, and your website will go to them where they can update it and use it. So if you're doing a business like coffee, you might have a number of people that are slow about creating it. You can create it one time and then pop it out, and then the team is going to allow you to bring it in there, and they can come in and drag it or just literally pull it to their site immediately. That works the same on the email campaigns too. So you can create 30 emails and send it to them. They've got to go in and put their name on it, not yours. They've got to put their return email on it, or if you have your own picture, they'd have to take it off and put theirs. So they might have to do a little bit of update, but it can save them hours, if not hours upon hours of work.
Right. So here's
another quick question, because I've worked with some really super robust CRMs, so I don't know. My question is, when you've got somebody in like one of these email campaigns, you know, where it's like after 24 hours after signing up, 48 hours, they get this email. Let's say at that point they become a legit customer and they're signed up and they're working with you. They've signed a contract, whatever it might be, or they've are now like in Organo or something like that. Do you have to manually move them over, or does the AI recognize?
So let's say you're working with it and you're on your CRM on that person. You can literally, you know, you can mark them as what they call won. You won their business. But you can actually from there move them to a customer group and take them out of that prospect email group. But on the customer group, you probably want an email campaign also to be in front of your customers.
Yeah, but to answer your question though, it is a manual thing. It is manual.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
But if you move them to a different group, then they're then part of that next trickle campaign or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Nope. That's I was just, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, Latara, I saw your question. 100%. You'll get an affiliate link right away when you sign up, right, Robert? It'll be active and you can invite someone to our next call.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually it's right from here. It's right on your homepage, right in your account info page is where you find your affiliate links. Even when, like, I'm not quite yet an affiliate, but I can still share this until I have the 3 people that I can become an affiliate. So it's very clean, very, very clean.
So pull it down a little bit. I'll tell everybody when you first get signed up. So like if you're doing business for others, you want to come down and where it says change referral code. And do you see where she put Joy Minder? That used to be a whole string of numbers and letters in there. And you want to put the name, especially if you're doing a lot of different, say you're taking care of 5, 6, 7, 8 different companies. You want to put each one's name in there. So if you call it up, you know exactly that's who I'm working with on a thing. So yeah, it'll help you. It'll, you know.
Okay.
And I was showing you with Teams a little bit too, just how that content is laid out there. It's very clean. You can have one team of your own, but you can join multiple other teams that you can get and share content with. So it's really cool. I'll show you the social marketing from the site too, because I can always throw on another social marketing post. So in here, I've gone to social marketing, and here it says the basics of US personal income tax. Yeah, not really something I want to do on my thing, but online marketing in 2019, 62% match, but 2019 will pass. Vacation budget hacks. Oh yes, awesome, 99% match. Absolutely, I want to post that. I'm going to post that on Facebook. So I'm going to post it. It's going to pop up, and I'm going to take it right to,
So now we can't
it's
see it, but
actually, yeah,
she's actually on Facebook where she's putting whatever verbiage she wants with that post.
right. So I would just do this. I'm just going to post it quickly, so, and I'll go back and fix the verbiage later. But then it does pop up, as you see here, and it says, have you succeeded with publishing your posts? I say yes. And that's it. Your social marketing. Now, it is already live on Facebook, even though I'm going to go back and fix it up. Do I want to add this to my website blog? Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'll show you how that pops up right now. And then I can choose, do I want to email this to the content of my followers? I'm amazed. I already have like 8 followers on this. Again, it's been 4 days and I have 8 people that are following and looking for information on travel. So yeah, I want to send them that email, which by the way, was all set up and all ready for me to do that easy right from the beginning when I signed up for this program. So boom, I'm done. That's the 3-click marketing. Now to show you that website, I'll just show you that blog and how instantaneous this is. Here's my travel blog, our site again. And if we preview it.
So LeAnn, I have another schedule, and so I'm going to drop off, okay?
Than's so much, Robert.
Okay?
Appreciate you. You're the best. And
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Robert.
Right, thank y'all.
I'll hang on here and then we're gonna stop the recording pretty soon, but here's that blog. This is the one, July 21st, that we just posted. It's already on my blog, ready to be shared as many more times as I want. And in fact, from the marketing side, let me get back to that.
LeAnn, I have a question following up with Josh. He asked a question about, was it Instagram, Josh? I must have missed that part because I'm at the airport, but did he say it's a timeline on Instagram posting?
There's no timeline. Instagram, just I can answer that. Instagram has been impossible for everybody. So when he says that they're working on Instagram, everybody's working on Instagram. So I doubt that there's a timeline on that one. I would love it, but Instagram has been super, super tight about not letting people post in too automatically. But I'm sure if any group's going to get it done, I'm starting to think this is the group that will do it. This is really incredible. All the posts that I've done are now here. I can check them, see how they're doing, and decide if I want to repost them or put them on other places. So, oh, and searching content, this I want to show you. This is something I heard him say today that I had actually discovered earlier today. A lot of these articles and videos, you know, the way that we collect the names and emails is it's an opt-in situation. So people, oh yeah, I want to know more about investment real estate properties. Okay, I'm willing to give somebody my name and phone, email address to find that out. And I always put on the little code that says, hey, you're agreeing that this person can contact you, right? Because that's a universal code that really should be part of all opt-in marketing anyway. But images, and they said that they're going to be coming out with quotes and inspirations and stuff like that by the end of the month, which by the way is like 10 days from now, that we can do images. Here, let's click on funny images and just see what pops up. And here we go. We've got all sorts of funny images that we can choose. Always believe you are absolutely unique, just like everybody else, okay? But anyway, it's just kind of fun. You could pick these. Let's say we select one, and then you could brand it. You could put your own logo on it. You could, here we go. You can change the image. You can do overlay color. You can do image text. You could type something on here. You can change this up. And when people do, when you do post this to your LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook or whatever, this becomes that clickable link that he was talking about. Somebody's like, oh, that's cute. They click on it, your whole page opens up. Everything else that you want them to see opens up right on their phone, right like that, without them even opting in. But then on that page, probably you should have an opt-in page so that they can keep in touch with you and get more information about, say, that house that you're selling. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So cool. I mean, there's just so many brilliant things to this whole program.
I will tell you guys, if any of my guests are interested, let me know. Shoot me a message, text, or on Facebook, because my plane's gonna take off in 6 minutes. So just let me know, and I can send you my sign up link, and you can rock and roll.
Yeah. Point that tipped the scale for me to jump in. You know, I'll tell you the truth. I looked at this a couple months ago and I was like, you know what? I've got stuff that does this. I've got stuff that does that. And the stuff I've been using was fine. One of them was a really big CRM. You've probably heard of HubSpot. Back in the day, I spent $800 a month to have HubSpot do not quite everything that this does, quite frankly. And it was a lot harder. It wasn't this intuitive. So, but you know, a few months ago, they hadn't done it. They've got today. Now, oh wow, it's almost all here. I'd actually say it's all here. And they're just continuing to make improvements, like the testing. That's so cool. The fact that there's an app that actually works, that's a tipping point. There's so much. So yeah, any other quick questions? Otherwise, we're going to stop this recording for now. Definitely reach back to the person who invited you here today. My guest, thank you for being here. And we'll be in touch, and I'd love to get the link to you. This is an affiliate program.
LeAnn,
Yeah.
I have a quick question. Maybe it's more of a Robert question, but one of my guests sent me a private question. Do we know what percentage of users become affiliates?
Yep. Oh, what percentage of you, do we know what percentage of users become affiliates? No, I couldn't answer that. Maybe that would be.
Yeah, he hasn't said, and I don't know if he would say that, but it's so easy to refer people. Like you essentially by default, you are an affiliate. If you refer one person this month, you get paid. You get your money back. So you are an affiliate this month right away. So it's almost automatic. I think it's probably too hard for them to gauge, but you could ask them for sure.
Thank you.
As for the workaround for Instagram, I don't know. There probably is one. I just haven't had the time, literally 4 days, to figure this out yet. But there are probably workarounds. There always are. You're right, Josh.
Hey, LeAnn, this is Sean. I got a quick question.
Yeah. Hey, Sean.
Yeah, good to talk to you.
Yeah.
So I was thinking he said you got to refer 3 to get yours free, but Lois just said if you refer 1, it paid for itself. I'm confused.
That's a special this month. Yeah. It's going on this month. So yeah, you get one person in, and like LeAnn, she already got. Well, we'll be getting her refund very soon.
Right. Yeah, that's the promo they're doing right now. And if I get 3 this month, I'll actually be paid a portion already this month. Then I'll also have my 3 for next month already pre-set up. And again, back to your question of how many people become affiliates. I don't know. If you're really crazy about a restaurant, don't you tell everybody about it? Like, oh, I just had the best meal at the best restaurant, you know, when we used to go out to eat. Same idea. You find something like this that just works for your business, and you're getting like, I mean, I'll have over 20 new people into my campaigns by the time I wake up tomorrow. It's pretty crazy. You can't keep quiet about that unless you just hate people and you don't like to share. So it's a really easy thing for people to become an affiliate. And when they love it, they're going to share too. And when they share, you can make some money. So it's a really nice side aspect of it all. Any other quick questions?
Thanks.
Yeah, great to see you, Sean. Sean, John, Kristen, anybody else have some questions here? All right, I'm going to end this recording right now. I won't jump off of Zoom right this second. If there's anything else you do want to explore on my website, I'd be happy to share that again. Thanks everyone for being here. I look forward to hosting more of these because I do enjoy it. And again, get back with the person who invited you here so that they can give you their affiliate link and get going on this incredible opportunity. Have a great day.